Here's a test. Does it work? Oh, it does! Okay. Yeah, I am pretty excited. I got a package in the mail right here. And we're gonna cut it open and take a look at what's inside. Just get my knife. What do I do with my knife? Oh. Yes, this box is upside down, but there's shipping information on the other side that I don't want any of you to see. I don't want my address public. I don't want to get doxxed. I don't want to get doxxed. Alrighty. Ugh. God. First and foremost, when you buy stuff off eBay, you gotta be wary of smokers. Ugh. Gross. Oh, it smells like smoke. This is terrible. Shit, this thing stinks. Kids, don't smoke. Otherwise you can't sell stuff on eBay. I think this thing came from the California wildfires. Cool, and now my hands smell like smoke. I'm going to rub them with alcohol. Ah, sweet, sweet alcohol. Okay, cool. So, what is it? It is a Delux Sandy S-102 reel-to-reel tape player. Oh, yeah. Look at this thing. Okay. The bummer part is it doesn't have the take-up reels, which does suck, and it doesn't have record, which is a bummer. The case is plastic, very, very plastic. Oh, but it comes off. That's cool. Yeah, it's got forward, stop, rewind. Oh, it does have record. Cool. Play. I wonder if you can record backwards. That'd be amazing. I'm assuming this is the... Yeah? Oh, what the heck? Okay, so a 9-volt. And some C battery? UM2? Is that a C battery? Made in Japan. Holy crap. Well, at least it says 1.5 volts, so in theory we could... Interesting. This is fascinating. I have a 9-volt. So it does have a speaker. It does also have a microphone and headphone jack. So I'm assuming these are driven off of that. I wonder if I have batteries for... All I have are D batteries, I think. And I need C batteries, which I do not have. No. I need C batteries for show. Okay, I'm gonna get some C batteries and I will be back. We are back, and C batteries. Got them. These are dusty. I dug these out of the basement. Alright, 1.5 volts it is. I'm not sure what the 9-volt does versus that, but I think we're going to find out. Alright, let's try forward. No. Nope. You can see it trying. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we need to bust into this thing. I was kind of hoping it would just work, which is a bummer. thought they said it turned, but I mean, I see it moving. That crunching is probably an old capacitor that needs to be replaced, and probably the pots need to be lubed up. I don't know, I see them moving, right? We see them moving. See that? So, I think there's probably hope yet. Let's disconnect the power. Yep, that works. Don't know that these batteries work. I suppose I can test the batteries. Okay. Yep, both batteries work. Okay. Cool. Now, I don't even have the actual spools for it, so that, I mean, I'll have to make something, make something happen. I mean, I might be able to do some kind of tape loop thing. I don't know how I would do that, honestly, but anyway, let's try and dive into this thing. I don't know. Let's see. Probably these screws here. I'm guessing those ones. Those probably hold the speaker on. Yeah, let's try that. This is from Japan, so there's a good chance these what look to be like Philips are actually the sort of Japanese equivalent. There is a difference. I'm not sure if this bit is actually that. You'll see it's chopped off at the end. You can strip these out really easily by using a standard Philips on them. So you got to be careful if it's from Japan. I don't know how far that extends. Like, I don't know if that, you know, anywhere around Japan also has the same types, but I forget the name of them. This one's loose. It's probably been mucked with. Cool thing about electronics is that just about anything can be fixed. Okay. Oh. No old. Oh, interesting. So this is fascinating because the motor is just on top of, I don't know if you can see that, the motor is just sitting on top of these rubber gaskets. And this is loose. Right here, this is loose. I don't know what these caps are. I don't really want to get zapped if they're, is it 30? Unlikely, but you should, if you're following along at home or taking something similar apart, always be careful of the capacitors. They can hold charge. I don't think any of these are that big. 30 volts. Sometimes, though, when dealing with audio devices, amplification devices, they are amplifying voltages. And when they do that, they can step up to rather high voltages. So anytime you're dealing with stuff, be really careful. Technically, you should discharge all these capacitors. You can do that in a couple of ways. You can just put a piece of metal on across them. That is not the recommended way. Also, you can discharge them with resistors. So something like a 2-watt resistor bridged across the capacitor or ground to the capacitor terminals. That will discharge it. It's good to use a meter on it, so you can actually bridge the metering terminals with like a 2-watt resistor, and you can actually watch on your meter the voltage go down, so you can actually sort of see what's happening there. So anyway, just a note of caution, always be careful when you're opening stuff up, especially if you just had power on it. Again, this is powered by batteries, so it's probably not anything to worry about. Here's a piece of newspaper that was in here. It smells like cigarettes. This whole thing smells like cigarettes, by the way. It's kind of gross. I'm not happy about it. All the connections look good. I will note there's a couple of kind of probably older capacitors, or maybe those are transistors. Actually, those are probably transistors. Those are probably the stages of amplification. So yeah, I don't actually know how to test those. Spray this down. While I'm here, I might as well do a little cleaning. While it would be really cool if it just worked when I turned it on, I do think there is a sense of satisfaction that comes from opening something up and taking a peek inside and knowing what you got. So I think that's cool. I think that's worth doing. It's taken some abuse over the years. Okay. Now we're here. Let's see what happens when we... This could be a little longer, that would be nice. Let's see what happens when we try to power this thing up again. I might have to tape that down. We'll see. We will see. Ugh, it smells like cigarettes so bad. Ugh. I just want to see... What is going on with this thing? I don't understand how this motor works. Looks like there's a spring under here that's kind of holding it together. Do these just... No. Reattach my 9-volt and see if that helps. It's possible that there's a bad solder joint. I guess as this kind of tips it onto the forward backward thing, and it looks there's a wheel, like a thing on that side. Just gonna use a little contact cleaner. Gonna try it on. I'm gonna clean out this potentiometer here. Ooh, that really sprayed. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. Put that underneath there. I'll work this in there. See if that helps. While I'm doing this, I'm just looking for connections that might be weak. It feels better. And it's better. Alright. We could always replace that. It's just a 5K B pot, so. Okay. This needs to go in. There's a little peg here, and it needs to go in there. And I want to see if that gets it going, or can't really see in there to see what I'm looking at, so alright, I think we can get in here. hair, gross. It's definitely seen better days. So it has an adjustment. This actually raises the motor level. And that's interesting. Okay. Pops that side up. Pops that side up. Okay. So it must connect the motor and it must just go through. That is the weirdest design. It's kind of cool though, honestly. There's a spring that's holding it down. This attaches to that and loops all the way through. Okay, alright. I mean, one thing we don't know is whether or not that motor is even getting power. Technically, I should be checking voltages at different points and stuff and trying to see what's up, but I kind of just want to see if I can get it running. Because I'm impatient. So impatient. So impatient. It'd be cool if this had like a switch. Okay, so we can test for voltage in there and just see if it's even getting there. My guess is the C batteries run the motor and this runs the audio amplifier, playhead and stuff. So I think we could probably just attach batteries here and play around with that. Let's see. That is a pretty ugly connection. You probably can't see that, but that looks ugly. Yeah, I want to test for voltage. First rule of electronics: thou shalt test voltages. Do this. Tape the screws in there so they don't get lost. I cannot tell you how many times I've tried to put something back together and there's shite everywhere. I'll have to clean that. I don't know if this must be a demagnetizer maybe? Interesting, these are in parallel. These are not series, which is interesting. Why that's interesting, I don't know, but I think it's interesting. Like so. Alright, they're not moving around on me. Do some basic tests and see what's going on. What's happening? Since I'm filming the video, it's like being on stage or something and putzing around and like y'all are like, just fix it, and I'm like, no, I'd like to mess around with these batteries and clean the case and do stupid stuff like that and make you watch. Alright, so now we got that. I think should be able to clip here. I'll prop it up so that you can hopefully see what I'm seeing. Yeah. Alright, so I mean, when it should register better than that. There we go. No. Yeah. This might be loose here, actually, because it does seem like when I... Oh, no, we're good. Okay, let's see. Oh, I just wanted to make no noise. Please, just make no noise. You're so annoying. For some reason, my meter just likes to beep uncontrollably when... I do get voltage to the positive side, 1.2, yeah, 1.2, 1.3 volts. So there's something. That's a result. It's a test result. And then power. Okay, interesting. I would have thought. So that goes into there. Oh, okay. That's out. How does it reverse? I guess it's just the same direction and then you're just engaging it. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so this is how this works. How this works. This motor basically gets turned on by this switch here. Both ways of turning the knob on spin the motor the same direction, but it puts pressure from behind. It twists, and there's a rod, sort of like a cam shaft going through the whole motor, and it lifts, that turns on the motor and lifts this side up. And then to go the other direction, that's off, so the motor has no power, and these are both touching, they're both braking. And then you do this, it lifts the other side up, and now this side is lifted up, and this side is engaged with the rubber backing there. Either way, this motor is not spinning at all, but it's just a direct connection to here. So that's these are specifically driving this. I don't even see necessarily that it's no, it's definitely grounded through everything. Is this motor bad? That's the question, I guess. Yeah, and then this circuit here is driven by the 9-volt. So that's interesting, right? That's how this thing works. It's just a teeter-totter basically with three steps, and it's connected in line to this little rocker. Yeah. I'm going to try cleaning. I mean, I get voltage there, so it looks like voltage is getting to the motor. I just wonder if the motor is bad. If I pull this out and pull the motor off, I should be able to see pretty easily if it's spinning or not. I could just hook it up directly just to test it. So I might do that. Well, this was fairly easy to take apart. I just don't want to break anything, so I'm going to pull that out, the whole motor assembly, and just test it and be able to get to it a little bit easier. I'll leave most of that assembled because I just want to... Now, what could I do? I could try resoldering these. It does make noise when I spin it. That's probably not good. In Japan. Yeah, just nothing's happening. I'm gonna use the existing terminals. Can I get a... probably not. Jeez, come on. Make it easy on me. Definitely not making it easy. Okay. There's our positive. Let's try this. Alright, so I'm just going to connect directly to these terminals here, and then just see if I can activate the motor directly without and the answer is no. But no, it's not possible. Okay, let me just make sure we're getting power here. Whoa! Oh my god! What happened? I don't know what happened, it just started turning on. Okay. I don't know. Okay, it just turned on. So, what happened? Was it a... Okay. Was it a power thing? Was it a... It was seized up? What was it? This does not seem very strong. Okay. Well, I'm afraid to turn it off, but maybe it was a... I don't know. What could it have been? Well... Okay. Alright. We have a semi-functioning motor. And I have no idea what happened, what turned it on. What turns you on, baby? I don't know. What gets your motor running? I have no idea. Shit. It's stuck. Let's try this again. So obviously something's happening, but I don't know what, and I'm gonna just see if I can get this thing to even turn. Let's tighten that guy a little bit. That is loose. Now, I think I want to make sure that it's not touching. It's not touching anything. It's not touching this rocker here, so that's good. Hopefully that's not touching anything. Alright. Here's a test. Does it work? Oh, it does! Not well. It feels very weak. Like I feel like that couldn't possibly turn actual tape with any vigor. But maybe. Like it doesn't feel like it has any... You know, I don't know. I wonder if I can get a replacement. But hey, the cool thing is it works. At least that part. So, it must just be a bad connection. I'm not even sure. Maybe the motor just needed to work itself out. I don't know. Here is the tricky part. Now, this is probably not going to fit. Crap. Right, it takes an even smaller. So unfortunately it didn't come with take-up reels, which sucks, and there's no way that's going to fit, right? Yep. Oh man, I need a... what is this size? Why don't you say the size? This has got to be... Dish is 5-inch, right? So I need like 3-inch. Man, I really want to get some tape on there going. I feel like I could make something. And I do have like these. I just want to see if it works. Like the actual playhead. That's... oh, damn. Dude. Wood. Man. Okay. Well, I guess this is going to be part 1. I'm going to stop here. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that good jazz. This has been the teardown of the Delux Sandy S-102. 3-inch, looks like, tape, reel-to-reel tape player and recorder. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll maybe finish up, we'll test that out. I'm going to order some 3-inch reel take-up reels, and I'll clean it up, and then we'll put it back together and play with it. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.